In their cities no tragic poet sings. Shall we lose faith in Delphi's obscurities? Who have we heard the world's core discredited, and the sacred wood of Zeus and Els praised no more? The deeds and strange prophecies must make a pattern, yet to be understood. Zeus, if indeed you are Lord at all, thorned in light over night and day, mirror this in your endless mind. Our masters call the oracle words on wind, and the Delphic vision blind. Their hearts no longer know Apollo, and reverence for the gods has died away. Prince of Thebes, it has occurred to the visit of the altar of gods, bearing these branches as a suppliant, and this incense. Our king is not himself. His noble soul is overwrought with fantasies of dread. Else he could consider the new prophecies in the light of the old. He will listen to any voice that speaks disaster, and my advice goes for nothing. She approaches the altar. To you, Apollo, Lycian Lord, since you are nearest, I turn in prayer. Receive these offerings and grant us deliverance from the defilement. Our hearts are heavy with fear when we see our leader distracted, as helpless sailors are terrified by the confusion of their helmsmen. Friends, no doubt you can direct me. Where shall I find the house of Oedipus? Or better still, where is the king himself? It is the very place, stranger. He is inside. This is his wife and mother of his children. I wish her happiness is a happy house. Blessed are the fulfillment of her marriage. I wish as much for you. Your courtesy deserves like a good fortune, but now tell me, why have you come? What have you to say to us? Good news, my lady, for your house and husband. What news? Who sent you here? I am from Corinth. The news I brought ought to mean joy for you, though it may be you will find some grief in it. What is it? How can I touch this in both ways? The word is that the people of Isthmus intend to call Oedipus to be their king. But old King Polybos, is he not reigning still? No, death holds him in his sepulchre. What are you saying? Polybos is dead? If I am not telling the truth, may I die myself. Go and go quickly, tell this to your master. O fiddlers of God, where are you now? This may be the man whom Oedipus long ago feared, fled, in dread of destroying him, but it was another fate by which he had died. Dearest Jocasta, why have you sent for me? Listen to what this man has to say, then tell me what has become of the solemn prophecies. Who is this man? What is his news for me? He has come from Corinth to announce your father's death. Is it true, stranger? Tell me in your own words. I cannot say it more clearly. The king is dead. What is it, by treason or an attack of illness? A little thing brings old men to their rest. It was sickness, then. Yes, and as many years. Ah, why should a man respect the Pierian hearth, or give heed to the birds that jangle above his head? They prophesied that I should kill Polybus, kill my own father. But he is dead and buried, and I am here. I never touched him, never, unless he died of grief for my departure, and thus, in a sense, through me. No, Polybus has packed the oracles off with him underground. They are empty words. Had I not told you so? You had. It was my faint heart that betrayed me. From now on, never think of these things again. And yet, must I not fear my mother's bed? Why should anyone in the world be afraid, since fate rules us and nothing can be foreseen? A man should live only for the present day. Have no more fear sleeping with your mother. How many men in dreams have lain with their mothers? No reasonable man is troubled by such things. This is true, if only my mother were not still alive. But she is alive. I cannot help my dread. Yet this is news of your father's death is wonderful. Wonderful, but I fear the living woman. Tell me, who is this woman that you fear? It is Merope, man, the wife of King Polybus. Merope, why should you be afraid of her? An oracle of the gods, a dreadful saying. Can you tell me about it, or are you sworn to silence? I can tell you, and I will. Apollo said through his prophet that I was the man who should marry his own mother and shed his father's blood with his own hands. And so for all these years I have kept dear of Corinth, and no harm has come, though it would have been sweet for my parents again. Sweet to see my parents again. And this is the fear that drove you out of Corinth. Would you have me kill my father?